Hey y'all, welcome back to Mama Don's Kitchen. This week we're going to be making kitchen sink cookies. I don't know how many of you all have been to Panera Bread, but they have a kitchen sink cookie that's like $4. Too much money for a cookie. But anyway, it's like that big though, but still, I'm cheap. Too much for a cookie. So what I decided, we're going to try to make our own kitchen sink cookies. So I was searching the internet looking for one that sounds decent. People got their own, mixture of flavorings, toppings, but I found one that I sort of like, but I do like. Okay, from Inquiring Kitchen, and the link will be in the box. You guys don't forget the box. So for this recipe, I'm adding butterscotch. Yeah, I got the great value on that, guys. I got semi-sweet chocolate, the teeth toppy bits, probably upside down. Yep, that wasn't. I also have in here, you can't see hardly, but I got chopped walnuts, pretzels, and Ruffles potato chips, you guys. Yeah, I know, right? And so we have our 2 sugars, brown and white, vanilla extract, 1 egg, and 2 sticks or a cup of butter. So what we're going to do first is our butter and our sugars. And we're going to cream these together, guys. So let's bring this over here. Put this down and lock my mixer. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me get this down. Probably should have cut it up so before I did all this. There. They were just going to whip it up until it's creamy. Now, if some of you all saw my video making a Thai curry chicken one, and I have on the same outfit, it's because I'm making a video back to back. So no, it's not because I don't have any clothes to wear or that, whatever, but I'm just making videos back to back, But that's why, the same outfit. Anyway, let's get back to the recipe. So as you can see, got it? My butter is still sort of cold, a little bit. And actually, you guys, if you take out butter, you forget to do it, like I do sometimes, what you can do is, hold on a minute, cut the butter, like, when you take it out the packaging, just cut the butter into smaller cubes, and it'll actually, get softer faster instead of the whole big tube like you saw when I had. But that's because I had mine out for at least a couple of hours. But if I had to do this in a hurry and I didn't have any butter, I would just take it out and cut it in little, probably 1-inch cubes, and so it'll get, wait a minute, it'll get soft enough faster for us. Because you don't want to put it in the microwave because you're just going to have like liquid butter. Okay, see you guys? We have this here. Light. Now what I'm going to do is add my 1 egg. Just 1 egg, room temperature, guys. Don't forget room temperature eggs. And again, if you forget to take your egg out, what you can do is take your egg in the refrigerator and just run it over some hot water, warm water, and it'll get warmer. So you just don't want to. You just want to take the chill off the egg. There. So let's scrape down our sides. See? I don't know, something about having you guys sweet and salty for me. I just love like if you're eating like chocolate or something, and then you go eat potato chips. That's just like amazing, So you're getting all of this in one cookie. And then of course I have my favorite sea salt. I love sea salt, guys. Okay, we got that mixed in. Next I'm going to add in is my vanilla extract. That's about it. Then we're just going to mix that in. Now of course, this recipe here will make 20 cookies, depending on how big or small you make them. So if you're doing it, I'm going to be using my little scooper here. As you can see, that's 1.5 tablespoons, so it should be around 20, maybe more depending. But if you're gonna make them bigger, you can, like just like the one at Panera. You can have them really big. You're just gonna have less cookies. But to be honest, if you got that big of a cookie, you know, you don't want a lot of them, because you can probably eat them all in a setting. So let's stir this up. Now, let's add our flour. In here, I have already put in my flour, my kosher salt, and my baking soda. This has already been mixed together, and I sipped my flour. You don't have to. I'm just so used to doing it when I make cakes, so it's just a habit. So I'm going to close this down and lock it again. This one I'm going to go slow because I don't want the flour to be all over the place. So I'm going to start off slow. Ooh, look at that, y'all. They came together pretty fast. So now let's scrape down the sides. See, I'm not supposed to have a lot of sweets, you guys. So I have to be choosy on what sweet I can have and what day of the week I'm going to have it, you know. So for this week, it is this here. Next week, it might just be my famous pound cake that my husband loves to call butter cake, because it's one minister at his dad's church used to call it butter cake all the time. Did he not, John? It was always butter cake. I'm like, it's pound cake, Brother Jackson, pound cake. But he just said, I just love your butter cake, Sister Dawn. You know, just funny. Anyway, let's do this. Now, see, I wanted to take this off because when we add the toppings, let's move this over here. When we add the toppings, we're just going to spoon it by hand. I'm not going to use my mixer for that. So we're going to do everything, y'all. My hands are clean, trust me. So, just trying to get all this goodness off here, you guys. Because if I can only have, you know, one dessert a week, I want to make sure I'm getting all of it. Okay, now, let's get all this here, scrape it all down. We don't want to have any flour taste in our cookie. See, you guys? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now, you guys, I need this here to give me a workout. Okay, we're going to add in our toppings. I'm going to mix all this in, guys. Now remember, guys, you can add whatever toppings you want. I think the one at Panera, they don't have potato chips. I granted that one, granted. They probably don't have butterscotch, granted, but that's what I like. So I said we're getting close to it. But they will be really, really good. See? And can you guys hear the crunch from the ruffles? I actually got ruffles, so I can't even pronounce it. I got the Ruffles brand potato chip, just a plain one. Not no barbecue, y'all, or anything like that, just plain. And that's what I used, and just crushed it up before I measured out a cup. Now, I could have doubled this recipe, but I did not, because then it would be more tempting for me to eat this. And you know, eat the whole batch, which I don't think my husband would be too happy about. Would you, honey? No. Oh my goodness. Okay, doesn't this look amazing? I can just eat this dough by itself, but I'm not. Now let's make sure we got it all mixed up. Okay. So honey, how does it look to you? Good? Yeah, okay. Guess he's gonna be quiet today, guys, or tonight, because it's actually nighttime. Okay. Now, let's get this here. Now what I did, my oven is already turned on to 350. And actually, if you're like my oven here, my oven, you know, is a regular oven, but I also have convection on it. So I got the convection part on it. So if you don't, still gonna work, don't worry about it. Now what we're gonna do is spoon our cookies. You could guess about 6 inches apart. Not too far. You know, almost like that social distancing they're supposed to be doing. Is that 6 feet apart, honey? Oh yeah, close enough, 6 inches, but that's probably what we all doing for real. It's 6 inches. Anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and spoon these here, you guys. Your oven should be on 350, and we will cook these for 10 to 12 minutes. But depending on your oven, you guys might want to check after 8, because I don't know if some of you guys' ovens might cook hot or not, or under. So, I mean, you know your ovens, guys, better than me, because I don't live there. But for my oven, it's 10 to 12 minutes. I usually check mine at 10, maybe 9, 10, so they don't be, you know, I mean, they're not overdone. Now what I'm going to do here, because I do want that sea salt taste to it. Okay, let me move this down so we have enough of space. Okay, now I'm going to wash my hands real quick so y'all see that. Let me show you guys the cookies. Now what I'm going to do is get, I love sea salt. So I got off the internet, of course, Maudon sea flakes, sea salt flakes. See how big it is? And actually what I do, because they could come bigger, I just been crushing them up. And you can just crush them up so they'll be smaller. But this is actually really, really good, you guys see. So what I like to do is just sprinkle a little bit on top. So if you all got medical problems like sugar diabetes, or what else honey do people be having? High cholesterol, high blood pressure. Don't be eating these cookies. Don't be trying to tell your doctor it's my fault, because you guys are grown. Me personally, I sort of do what I want to do too. So we're going to do this here. That's enough. And we're going to put it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. And we will be back. These, I left them in for 12 minutes, you guys. And you see how the edges are, they're sort of crispy around here. They look really, really good. And actually, you guys, this recipe, using that 1.5 tablespoon, probably gonna make me like 30 cookies, because I got this pan full and another one in the oven, and I got some more left over, so it's gonna be a lot. But anyway, they're done. They're still hot, so they're gonna break apart right now because they're hot. But I just want to taste one, so let's taste, guys. Look at this, guys. It's not as thick as Panera's, but I prefer more of a thinner cookie because I just don't like the thickness. But it's got the sweet and salty, you guys. We love it. Try this recipe out, you guys, and let me know what you think about it. Okay, you guys, well, this concludes this week's episode of what's going on in Mom Don's kitchen, or what I'm cooking. So let's see what's going to happen next week on Mom Don's kitchen. See you next week.